Good afternoon, Experior Nation. How we feeling? All right. My name is Rich Claypool. This is my lovely wife, Monica. We're from the great country of Texas, as we like to call it. We live in Prosper, Texas. So if you're going to be in financial services, you're going to help people, why not be where you can prosper?
That's right.
Right? Good, next slide.
Next slide.
So we're going to talk about the mindset of a champion, right? And guess what? Is there adversity in this business?
Yes.
But see, it has to come from your mindset. But Monica, why don't you talk to us about what is adversity?
I will do that. But first I want to talk a little bit about what Jamie calls us. Jamie always calls us a champion. When he starts a call, he'll always say, hey champs or hey champions, right? How many have heard us call us a champion? You may not believe that about yourself yet, but just because we've walked across this stage, all of you sitting out there are a champion. He and Leanne believe that about all of us. I didn't believe that at first. We have been with other companies where I thought only the top people were champions. I didn't realize that those above us dealt with adversity. Maybe that was just my naivety about the business, or maybe it was because it was never discussed as openly as it is being discussed with all of us here today. What does adversity mean? It's an opposition. It's misfortune or something that keeps you from attaining a goal. We've all faced adversity in this business, have we not? We've heard about it all throughout the day, right? Jarek talked about it. Daniel talked about it. You're going to hear about it. And just because we faced it, just because as champions we faced it a lot last year. We were sued from a former IMO. We were sued in the amount of over $600,000 and 23 cents. That's what they wanted from us. I was like, well, I've got 23 cents. Do y'all want that? They didn't want that part.
Winning.
But no matter where you are in life, no matter what phase of life, no matter what phase in your business, you deal with that adversity through your mental toughness. That's what Daniel talked about this morning. It's that mental toughness that gets you through that adversity. And that is what this guy led us through, because there were times when we first got that lawsuit that I wasn't sure how we were going to get through that. So you talk to them about how we got through that.
Yeah, guys. So here's one thing I'm going to tell you. Because of our leadership,
Yes.
from Jamie, Motto, and Frank,
And Laval.
The
whole team.
The FML team and Jamie, they were our sounding boards. It's a very scary place to be when you're having this big organization that has limited money or unlimited money, and you have limited money, and you have to fight them. Yes. But here's what I'm going to tell you. They didn't know about me. See, they thought they could bankrupt us. They thought they were going to stop us. But you want to know something? What's your why? Yeah. See, when people come to me and say, Rich, hey, that back office fee is so-and-so, I'm like, listen, I spent over $100,000 to plant my flag here. Don't give me your excuse.
That's right.
What's your excuse? Okay? So, one thing about being part of one of the largest hierarchies, being FML, being with the best company, Experior, the great Frank DeLeo says this: mindset over skill set. but skill set is still important. See, some of you look around and you're like, hey, look, there's a lot of pretty people in this building today, right? You know, and then there's me. But I don't know if you guys knew this. Did you guys know I had a twin? See, some of you can get away with your pretty looks. You can be a pretty boy. But see, one thing I knew, I wasn't going to get anywhere with my looks. Now, my beautiful wife, on the other hand, man, she's going to close the deal. But this dude right here said, you know something? I have to plug in to what Frank is teaching.
Yes.
I have to learn how to reject the rejection, how to take the no's and turn them into yeses. But without my wife being at my side and believing in the things that we were doing and believing in Jamie and knowing that that dude, full transparency, knowing that Frank had my back, Motto had my back, Lavelle had my back, and Experior had my back, I said, look, this is a small bump in the long journey. And what I learned from that is this. You take your adversity and you teach your team how to overcome that adversity.
Absolutely.
You use yourself as an example of why you will win. Don't take the excuses. You could either make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both at the same time. And the one thing that I'll say is, in our relationship, there was two choices: come closer together or further apart. See, this is not Rich, this is not Monica, this is Rich and Monica, and with Experior. So, I lost my train of thought because usually when I get up here and speak, I have this great presentation, and then I just start talking from the heart, just like this dude right here on the front row, Motto, right? The only difference between Motto and I is I actually know how to do a PowerPoint.
No, he doesn't. I did the PowerPoint. I don't know what he's talking about.
Go ahead.
I was going to go to the next slide.
We got 2 minutes, so whatever's left.
We were talking, the whole thing is thrown completely off, but we were talking one night, and I looked at him, and I said, you are such a unique person in this business, because he's been in this business for 31 years, and pretty much full time. And I asked him, I said, how have you done this for 31 years? What makes you so unique? Because we have seen people come and go in our business that have left a full-time job, left that W-2, been in the business 3 or 4 months, gone back to that W-2 because they cannot make it in this business. So what makes you a resilient champion in this business?
Guys, my biggest why is to work for myself, okay? That's the great Mark Cuban said this: if I can make $50,000 for myself, that's better than any other money for somebody else. See, the problem is most of you don't believe it. Most of your why is not that. I have 2 words that I live by no matter what I do in my life. It's consistency and persistency. See, there's a lot of people that have more talent than me, speak better than me, look better than me, that can attract more people than me. But see, long term, I know that most people will not stick with it. Most people will not be consistent. Most people will not be persistent. See, the reason we made $100,000 in our previous company with 0 team was persistency and consistency. So if I can leave you with 2 words as I wrap up in the last 30 seconds, is persistency and consistency. And as Jamie Prickett says, why not? Why not you? Why not you? Why not? Guys, I'm excited to be here. I was in that seat at one time when we're on the stage. If I can do it, you can do it. Let's go, Experior Nation!
You guys.
Thank you very much.